Happy Tuesday. The Western AA Divisional Tournament gets started this week, and the Hellgate Knights, they're going to be the undoubted favorites. They are undefeated and led by Gatorade Player of the Year, Rollie Worster. Fellow teammates Abe Johnson and Camden Lawrence also get a lot of the headlines, but this is a story about another starter in Josh Wade and how he has perfectly fit in with a team and a coach in the best possible way. The sounds of a high school gym, the student section, band, whistles and dribbles, it's sensory overload. That is, unless you're Hellgate Junior Josh Wade, and then it sounds closer to this.
I was born completely deaf, just nothing. I can't hear it. You see people's mouths moving, but there's no sound.
When Josh was a baby, he had surgery to install a cochlear implant, which allowed him to hear for the first time.
It really helped. It changed my life. Just thinking what it'd be without it, it's pretty crazy.
With the help of the implants, Josh was able to play basketball growing up. While he knows they are a life changer, he says they can get a little annoying when he's on the court.
It flies out in the middle of a play, and I have to catch it and then still play. But yeah, and hearing and during the play, it can be pretty challenging. But my coaches and teammates help me out as far as that with signs and repeating themselves. So.
For most teams, it would be a huge challenge to try and understand how Josh feels during a game. But not at Hellgate, as head coach Jeff Hayes knows exactly what that's like, as he's severely deaf himself.
It's a rare occurrence. There are not many people with my hearing loss doing what I do.
Former standout player himself, Coach Hayes certainly remembers what it's like running hard into a screen he never heard called out, which allows him to communicate and coach Josh in a way only he could.
He does a lot of the same things that I would do, which is say, you would nod, look you in the eye, nod, yep, I got it, but really you don't know. You're trying to figure it out because you're too embarrassed to ask.
The way in which Coach Hayes is able to understand Josh doesn't just help their relationship. It allows the rest of the team to watch their interactions and learn.
I think it helps, especially for everyone else to understand too. He sets the standard, how we're supposed to do it, and then we just kind of build off of what he does.
They just accept me and for who I am, and just they just help me out whenever I need it, and they're great. They have all been great. We're all like a family here.
With the perfect coach and the right teammates, Wade has been able to excel as a starter on an undefeated Knights team that ranks first in the state. Up ahead, Wade, finish, and one. Josh Wade, looking like Dwayne Wade out here. One of Hellgate's team mottos this year is no excuses, which has been a motto for Josh his entire life.
It's made me work harder. It's been a challenge, and I have to work harder to make sure that I can meet the expectations that I put on myself and exceed the expectations that I put on myself. So I think it's developed a really good work ethic for me.
It's the same for Hayes, who became an All-American at Carroll, and over the years has built auditory bonds with young kids across Montana with similar circumstances. It's potential he sees in Josh as well.
This is something that I shared with him, hey, you have a chance to be a role model for some of those young kids, not just in Missoula, but in all of western Montana or the state. If they see this broadcast, you might be able to give them hope and inspire them to be who they want to be, not what other people think they should be.
Now Josh and the Hellgate Knights will be playing on Thursday morning against the Big Sky Eagles in the first round of the Western AA Divisional Tournament. That's it for sports. We'll be right back.